What's up, guys? And today I'm doing a new video where I show you guys what I think is going to happen in the NBA draft and the mock drafts I've seen and the predictions I've seen as well. And let's get right into it. So obviously, as we all know, Cooper Flagg is going to go first overall. That just is what it is. Knueppel, this is crazy, right? From ESPN, because Knueppel was supposed to go. I saw a lot of projections that said he was going like 8th to us, 7th, or what? We have what, the 7th pick? I saw him coming to us. But that's fucking crazy that they would say Knueppel is going to the Spurs. So if we're being honest with ourselves, Dylan Harper's going to go second. You're going to see Ace Bailey go third, or Edgecombe. Edgecombe and Bailey could switch third and fourth here, but that's basically the gist of it. Outside of top four, it gets a little more slippery in my opinion. It could go a couple different ways, obviously. I wasn't too happy with the pick the Pelicans got and they settled on. I thought we should have landed way higher. Obviously, I mean, that was the odds, but it obviously didn't happen. So now we're going to take someone like Trey Johnson, which wouldn't be terrible as shooting guard. I saw us go and interview Fears, this guy right here, Fears from Oklahoma. I saw that a lot, but ultimately, do we really need a point guard? We just traded for DeJounte Murray, so I don't know if Fears will get a lot of minutes first year. I think he's a bigger guard. Fears is 6'4", 182. I know he averaged 17 a game. I already looked up all his stats and such when we started to pursue Jeremiah Fears. But I think we should go with a big. Like I said in my last draft video and my draft reaction of what pick we got, I think we go with Mallock still even to this day. But I'm also curious to see if Ace Bailey goes any higher or lower based on the combine. Because I know his combine didn't go so well and he lost a couple inches in height, actually, at the combine. He was actually listed as 6'7.5" at the combine. He's been 6'10" all year. I don't know if shoes are saving that, and they said that would change their mock a lot for Ace Bailey. But either way, Ace Bailey he's a cold-hard scorer. I wanted to go ahead and show y'all where I think everyone is going. So we got Flagg first, Harper second, Bailey third, and then we got Edgecombe fourth, obviously. I've seen Mallock's been sliding up the boards. I still think Mallock is going to fall. I think Trey Johnson goes fifth. Although with the Jazz situation, maybe they don't go guard. I think that's the whole thought behind the Mallock pick right here. But either way, I think they still go Trey Johnson. I think at number 6 they go Kasparas. It could again be Mallock. And I think if one of these teams takes Mallock, there is a possibility we do take Derek Queen. As I stated in the last video, he is more of a shot-creating center, and he can put the ball on the deck a little more. But overall, I just think we're going to go big man. I just think we are. I've seen CMB on our radar too, but Jeremiah Fears is the only one I believe we've interviewed so far. So here's my top 10 picks. I could easily see Knueppel going where CMB is, though. That could easily happen. I'm still mad about Cooper Flagg going first to the Mavericks, but, everybody is, right? I hope we land Mallock, but if we got Fears or Johnson, I wouldn't be mad. As long as we get a real good player, it doesn't really matter. Obviously, I would have liked to have a top 3 pick, but as long as we get a really good player, it doesn't matter. So it has been a couple days since I first made this my top 10 of the mock draft. Since then, a lot has happened. I still have Danny Wolf here, but obviously we trade into 23. The Grizzlies trade into 16. But in general, this was my full draft before the trade. So pre-trades, this was my full draft and what I thought. I changed the top 10 up a little bit, but this is what I thought. So I went with like Walter Clayton at 28 for veteran purposes. I think the better teams, the teams that are competing, need more depth, so they're going to go with the older players because older players are more NBA ready because they spent more years in the college game. Whereas teams that are rebuilding, I said they would pick more, younger. They would pick younger, and they're rebuilding. They're going to try to develop those players faster. OKC, another example, Liam McNeely. He's a little bit older, but he was a good forward for UConn, and I think OKC is going to go with an older forward just to stack their depth, because they are competing. Obviously, right now, they're 3-2 up. They play again tomorrow night. It's Wednesday when I'm recording this. I still said we draft Common Mallock. Obviously, we still need a center. I don't think we're going to go with Danny Wolf after we draft Mallock. I think we're going to go forward or guard, somewhere around there, now that we trade into the 23rd pick. There is always rumors, though, that we trade it for Ace Bailey, which if we trade it for Ace Bailey, then maybe we go Danny Wolf or a veteran center. But that's only in the case that we don't get a center the first time. I think there's a lot of rumors that Dylan Harper or Ace Bailey, one of these two picks, gets traded. There's also rumors in the combine that Ace Bailey's going to fall because his height, he wasn't as tall as people thought he was. I don't know if I said that in this video already, but Ace Bailey might fall. Dylan Harper, these picks might get traded because these teams they're trying to compete. They're going to trade out that pick to get more capital right now. If we do trade into Ace Bailey, I would not be mad, though. He's obviously a very good secondary scorer to replace B.I. Ultimately, is the goal with Ace Bailey. If we got him, he would replace B.I. He'd be our secondary scorer to Zion. I think he would play that job very well. And I don't know if he meets our timeline because Zion is aging. He's 25, 24, and Ace Bailey's an 18-year-old. So I don't know if he necessarily fits our timeline, but he's still going to be a very good secondary scorer in the league. I have seen a lot of the experts have been saying we're going to pick like Ryan Kalkbrenner here or Clifford, Nick Clifford. He's a guard or a center. It just depends what we do with the first pick, right? If we go center, it's not going to be Danny Wolf. It's not going to be any center. Ryan Kalkbrenner. It's not going to be any of them. So maybe it's Nick Clifford then. But if we go with Ace Bailey, then it might be a Ryan Kalkbrenner, a veteran center that can help us immediately. But I'll get into the Pelicans another day. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this type of content, please like and subscribe. I'll be back with more sports content, of course. I'm going to be doing definitely another video after the draft, reacting to the draft, reacting to the Pelicans, our situation, what type of picks we make. I'll be all over it. So if you enjoy this type of content, I'll see you next time.